Sit-ups have sort of gotten cast aside as an exercise over the last few decades, and I think part of that is due to the fact that the standard variation is not necessarily all that great for helping you to build your ab strength. It really kind of only works on the hip flexors as you're pulling yourself up with them. But one of the things that you'd be making a mistake would be throwing out all of the sit-up variations, and so there are some very good ones that are certainly well worth your time. First one is going to be the straight leg sit-up, as you can see me demonstrating here. Can also be made more challenging by putting your hands over your head. One of the great things about this is that in addition to being great for strengthening your midsection, it also works wonders at helping to stretch out your low back, your glutes, your hamstrings, and again, with no addition of weight, but simply a change in leverage, you can make them quite a bit more difficult. And this is great if you don't have a lot of equipment, but you do have big ambition for your midsection strength. Now, speaking of changing leverage, you're going to need a special piece of equipment in order to do this one, but this is the decline sit-up. I'm a big fan of these as well. Don't have as many great benefits, let's say, for the glutes and the hamstrings in the same way that the straight leg sit-up does, but these are awesome for helping to build up your abs. And similarly, you can even here make the leverage quite a bit more challenging by putting your hands over your head. Works wonders at that midsection strength as well as really nailing in the hollow position, which is the key gymnastics and calisthenics strength posture. And if you look closely, you can see that right as I begin, I get into that position so that I can pull myself forward with my midsection to get into the fully locked out position. This variation is called the Roman chair sit-up, and this includes a little extra range of motion in the midsection by starting off with a much more stretched out position. This was a favorite of the last great military presser, Phil Grapaldi, because in a really heavy military press, you have to lean back, but being able to lean back forward as you're locking the barbell or kettlebell out overhead is a necessity, and this, it makes it quite a bit easier. So this is awesome if you want to include some increased flexibility as well as being able to stretch your abs and then strengthen them from this elongated position. Finally, we have what's known as the Pavelizer sit-up, which helps to take the hip flexors completely out of your sit-up, so you're only pulling yourself up with your abs. There's a special sort of a device that Pavel created for this. If you don't have one, you can also recreate the same idea with a rubber band, which will simply pull your feet away from you and will require you to keep them flat on the ground, which helps you to keep your hip flexors out of the equation so that you're only lifting yourself up with your abs. Give these a shot. Let me know how you like them. And as always, have fun and happy training.